You are now tuning in to the Evolution Daily Podcast. All right, everybody, welcome to the Evolution Daily Podcast. My name is Aaron Alexander. We were going to skip the podcast this week because I wanted to, and now we're not going to. So I'm actually working against my soul's desire. Or is it in line with my soul's desire? What do you think?
I thought it would be a good idea to podcast because you're about to go on a trip.
Yes.
And we could do it before and after.
You know what I'm obsessed with right now?
What is it?
Like absolutely obsessed with is, so I've had this girl on the podcast before, Brittany Taylor. I'm going to tell her to listen to this probably, this beginning part. I've had her on the podcast before, and I've been into the law of attraction and stuff for a long time. And I've even talked about concepts like this in the past, but she had this one video the other day, and anybody should add her on Facebook. Her name's Brittany Taylor. She had this one video the other day where there was like music playing with it and just like this fucking like this sparkly kind of like screen drop thing going on. And the whole video was just all about living in your soul's desire. And I just am obsessed with that concept right now. Because there are two beings within all of us, right? There's two beings within all of us. There's probably many, and some of you are schizophrenic. I've met you in person. You need to be institutionalized and thrown in a fucking home. But some of you have 20. For a lot of us, there's two. And it's like there's the part of you that's you that is still that ancient, primordial, oozy, lizard, survival, replicate brain. It is like your physical brain. And then there's the other part of you that is a fucking soul. It's a being. It likes music. It enjoys life. It wants cool things. And that part of you is always getting drowned out by the lizard ego brain. Right. And she made this great video, not talking about any of that shit that I just like ranted about the lizard brain, but just all about like soul's desire, man. And so I'm just thinking about that all the time lately. And it's like, even what you think you want, it's not really your soul's desire. Mm-hmm. So what I wanted to do 20 minutes ago, where this all comes full circle, is not do a podcast because I've already done a lot today. I'm like, fuck it, let's skip it this week, whatever. I got shit going on, other bigger, more important things. So I thought that's what I wanted, but that was what my ego, lizard, survival, and replicate brain wanted, right? My soul wants to put out messages to the world. My soul wants to help the incels of the United States. That's what I want to do. I want to empower men to not be little bitches anymore. And that's what we're here to do with you guys today. Alpha Chad, do you have any thoughts on the soul's desire?
Yeah,
I want tits.
This is a what?
My soul wants fucking ass.
Yeah, I want some fucking ass.
I want some fucking tits in my goddamn face.
That's all my soul desire is that fucking ass. No, so in spirituality they talk about you have the two selves. One's your ego. The one you go by your name, that's like your ego. And then the other one they call like the silent observer self. Right, so you have your observer self, and then you have the version of you that you go by your name. And so, like, yeah, I mean, like what they say with desire is like you want things, and like as you want things, that higher self is already there. You have a goal, and the second you think of that goal, it's already like in your mind as this thing that's far away. But you're like you already have like a direct connection from here to there because your higher self puts itself exactly where you want to be.
Okay,
meaning like, I'm going to step up and I'm going to do all this and I'm going to like go to the gym and I'm going to do all this stuff. It's like you're already like there. And then now the ego self has to get there.
That explains why. Actually, that's a really good explanation for mental masturbation, if you think about it.
Why?
Well, because I can think of plenty of times when I was not like, or the early days of Evolution Daily or before Evolution Daily, not having a business or anything, and like watching Gary Vee and Tim Ferriss and these guys and feeling really what the emotions are that I feel now when I'm actually making a lot of money or actually succeeding or having a big win. back then feeling like, oh, getting hyped, watching The Social Network, like, yeah. And it's kind of probably because my soul's actually there right now. That's why I'm feeling that emotion. But then I do come back down to earth where my physical body is, the ego lizard brain, and I'm just like, oh, fuck. Now I actually do it. I can actually work to get there. And so I think that's what happens with a lot of people that just consume content all the time and are never acting on it. It is almost another way to say, based on what you're saying, another way to say mental masturbation is it's like you're transporting your soul to a potential universe. That universe is a potential. That reality is a potential.
Yeah.
Yeah, go
something
ahead.
I want to add too, because it's something I've learned over a long period of time about mental masturbation. All that is more and more like every year I become more of a person who like is aware of like what results I'm getting and what results I'm not getting. It's like a lot of people don't actually want to face that. Like most people don't actually want to look at the results they get. If you actually tell guys that like have like a question or they're trying to figure out like why they're stuck in some situation, they're very much like not looking at like the results they're not getting and the results they are. We all want to feel like we're crushing it. We all want to feel like it's not okay to feel like we're not. And it's like you want to put yourself in that headspace where you just look at the results clearly. And for me, like now I'm just like I'm starting to do this thing where I write a list of like what did I actually do today? Like what actually got done? And if you do that, a lot of times like you'll find like you think you did all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then like you look at like what you did in a week and you're like, but like I did all this stuff. Like where's the result? Like, there's no result because there's levels of how focused you can be on like the result. And that's where I think that whole cutthroat, like killer instinct comes from. The desire to close or the ability to close and like really get the result is like maybe for you in game even like you've had so many times where you just failed and it was close, and then you're coming back home at the end of the night, you're like fuck, and then you're like digging deeper, and then you go out and then the next night you pull or something like that.
Yeah, I think a lot of guys in game they're not introspective enough. I think.
You think it's introspection?
I think that's a big part of it. I mean, I see a complete lack of self-awareness in all human beings, really. Like most human beings are completely not aware of the way that they are presenting themselves to the world around them.
Yeah.
They have no clue. And so I think in game, guys are going out and, what I always like to talk about is going through the motions. They're going through the motions. I did the approaches. I did the thing. Why did this not work? Why did this not happen? But you can't see from the outside, right? And so video serves a function, but I always recommend to any guy that's serious about game, record your own audio infield. Look up the laws in your state, whatever. Don't share it anywhere on the internet. But like, record your own audio, right? Inside of the mastermind, I have a whole video showing how, like, the exact equipment that we use, how to pin it perfectly, how to hide it, like all this different stuff. And it's because I started getting way better at game when I actually started recording infields and seeing myself and hearing myself. And the seeing yourself is not that important. Well, I want to see my body language. Put your shoulders back, have your fucking chin up a little bit and your chest out. Your body language is fine. There's not much that you're doing with your body language other than that that's going to be detrimental. But you should be listening to yourself and hearing the way that your conversations sound with women. And then, honest to God, I know it's fabricated, but listen to some Hollywood dialogue between men and women and ask yourself, do I sound anything like this? Do I have any conversation that sounds even remotely close to Angelina Jolie and Johnny Depp in the movie The Tourist, or Leonardo DiCaprio and Amy Adams in Catch Me If You Can, or just pick anything and be like, do I sound anything like these people? And if you can relate a lot to Forrest Gump, if you sound a lot like Forrest Gump and Jenny, then there's a fucking problem. You should be sounding like great loves sound like in a movie.
Describe that a little more, actually. What would a scene with like Leonardo DiCaprio and some chick in a movie sound like? What am I looking for? Somebody who's unaware of this. Like, what do I look for?
Yeah, so there's a big thing. There's a natural give and take, like a fucking tennis match that happens on a good date and a good conversation and a good interaction.
It's playful back and forth.
Yeah, like where sometimes it's hard to talk to people, like other dudes, girls, whatever, where everything just feels like a little forced and rough, and like it's kind of like we're jumping a little, talking over each other a little bit, and it's like, in a movie like Leonardo DiCaprio, or I mean, really just any of my interactions, period, which you can access all of my infields, like 50 plus, and you're about to add like 40 more of my infields to the mastermind. It's all at evolutionailymastermind.com. But it's a tennis match. I say, yeah, we live over by the short north. She goes, oh, no way, really? I live over near and I go, oh shit, really? You probably go to Grandview, da-da-da. She's like, no, I used to, but da-da-da. Oh, what, is too much for you? Yeah, like, it's just a fun, playful vibe.
What's the opposite of a tennis match?
The opposite, as far as a metaphor, would be a tennis match, but the floor's made of mud, and the ball keeps getting stuck. The ball keeps getting stuck, and somebody has to... It's like playing tennis with somebody that can't hit it back. So you serve, you lob, and then the ball goes over the fence, and then the ball goes over here, and you have to keep pausing the game and stopping and getting it. It's like two skilled tennis players. Not only that, it's also tonality. It's tonality. So when you listen to the way Leonardo DiCaprio is going to talk to Amy Adams or any of the girls in that movie, or really probably any romantic love interest that he has in a movie, it's like there's so much inflection and change in the voice and the tones and the volume. And so when you're on a date, it's going to be the same. You guys start actually really like laughing about this episode of The Office. And remember when Michael, and then he did the thing, and she's like, oh my God, that always like kills me, blah, blah. And then 3 minutes later, now you're having some like seductive dialogue and everything's like really pulled back. You've slowed your voice. You're making hard eye contact. You're reaching over, like holding on her hand and shit. This is shit Leonardo DiCaprio would do in a movie. And people are not doing this. And life imitates art, but art imitates life as well. And so I'm not saying that you should watch movies. I actually wanted to make a whole series about how Hollywood completely ruins us in a lot of ways. But if you can look at these movies of some of the most charismatic, attractive human beings on planet Earth, so much so that they are professionally paid to be charismatic in films, and you are just so on the other side of the spectrum of them, then there's a problem. There's a problem.
I've noticed too on like boot camps and different things where we've helped coach guys. Some guys are just monotone.
Yes.
Or some guys, they don't have much expressiveness. They don't have that like dynamic range, as they say, the ability to go like to this extreme emotion or this extreme emotion. Everything's very in the middle, and then it's not entertaining for the woman. It's not like fun to be around. It's not. You're not. You're predictable too. Like they know what you're gonna say in every situation because you can't change it up.
Yeah, and I think I've never thought about it in relation to this, but one of the biggest pieces of advice I give you with public speaking, like giving a good speech that's engaging, and that I've actually been complimented on in some of my seminars that I've done, is I kind of am always oscillating from, and you guys have to fucking go hard. What don't you understand? And you're gonna think to yourself, well, what if somebody sees me? You do it
all the time.
I oscillate.
Yeah.
Right?
That's really cool. You do that a lot.
And life oscillates. Emotion oscillates. Like on a date, you should be going back and forth between fun and like, oh, we're clearly fucking tonight. Like, I'm going to date you. We're going to fuck. And then funny thing about The Office and this crazy girl I met off of Tinder 3 years ago. And you're telling me about your crazy situation on this cruise. Life oscillates. Dates oscillate. Emotion does. So you should as well. And if you're monotone, it's because you're nervous. It's because you have negative emotion within you. You have negative emotion within you. So what's happening is in Ask and It Is Given, she says the law of attraction is always just for everything that comes to you in reaction to the vibrations that you're offering due to the thoughts that you're thinking. So the vibration that you're offering is not the vibration of seduction and fun because you're actually having negative thoughts. The vibration that you're offering out of fear, nervousness, inferiority, I guess those would kind of be it, like those different fears, self-hate, all these things. Then what happens is now you can't give the vibration of fun and seduction and high value and masculinity and leadership. You can only give now fear and all those other things and the self-hate and everything. Now you can literally only offer the vibration of playing it safe because you're so scared, inferior, afraid, just trying so hard not to lose it that you just play it safe. and nobody wants to hang out. Nobody leaves any social setting and says like, dude, that dude Ben, like, he just fucking played it safe the whole time, man. Like, he didn't really say much, and when he did, it was just kind of like repeating what I said. It was sick. It was like, dude, Ben was fucking sick, man.
That's funny.
Nobody says that. It's like the people that are oscillating the way life oscillates between fucking fun. Because then what happens also if you're on one end of the spectrum the whole time and you're not oscillating? This is a big deal. This is one of the most profound.
This is cool.
This is amazing. Because then what else? Because then what happens? No one also really likes the guy that's like so over the top the whole time.
Right.
Like he's just so fucking crazy, like swinging from the rafters at the party. He accidentally broke a fucking beer bottle on the thing, and now it's like, oh, come on, man, like chill out.
You start to
whatever.
wonder, like, are you okay?
Yeah, now he's like starting to fight somebody or something. It's like he never oscillated back to like normality. And I talk about this all the time with sexuality, being crazy during night game, being rambunctious, then oscillating to reality. So I have opened girls and crazy fucking, going up like, what do you think of my buddy's Crocs? Or like someone says that about me, or like something, like when Jason was going up to those girls, like, he fucking got his head smashed like a pumpkin. There was a fight over there, whatever. Like any kind of absurdity opener, telling girls like I accidentally killed my fucking turtle, I'm devastated, whatever, craziness, that hooks them. That's the hook. That's the, oh, this guy's different. Oh, he has conviction. Oh, he's fun. This is fun. I'm now in a fun moment. But then you have to oscillate over time in that interaction. Because if you're just yelling and screaming the whole night about crazy shit, give it 5 minutes and the girl's going to be like, all right, what is up with this guy? Who is this? Right? I joke all the time. It's like if you're doing night game properly, you should get accused of being on drugs. You should. And everybody wants to paint this fucking James Bond image of like, that's really try hard. Don't be a dancing monkey. 99% of men need to try to be a dancing monkey. Dancing monkey gets talked about so much in game. That's why every pickup coach is a fucking retard. These guys have dude, not even coaches, man. Guys in groups and shit. They're all retards. Stop talking about being a dancing monkey. That is a problem of 1% of guys in game. Nobody realizes there's about 1% of guys in game that need to be concerned about not coming off like a dancing monkey.
And I always see you breaking rules of game all the time.
But think about, but this is what I'm getting at. Think about every boot camp student like you've been around now. Every one of them. Dude, I'm trying to think. Who of any of our boot camp students was the guy that was so over the top that he needed to tone it down?
Yeah,
none. It's always they need to break out. You guys should be trying to be the dancing monkey. Like fucking try to like break out. Pick up. This is why, like, I'm actually not kidding, man. Mo Gaius, who was on this last week's episode, he talks about this. He's like, pick one coach and stick with that one coach when it comes to fitness. Because are there 50 other coaches that are great? Yeah. But if this one coach prescribes like, low-key keto, but doing 50 grams of carbs and this, whatever. Well, if I follow his plan, then I'm probably going to get results. But now Jordan Syed is over here, who's also been on the podcast a long time ago, terrible audio quality. I was late to the call. I need to get him back on. Anyway, I was humbled that he even did the podcast, and then I kind of butchered it, but that's okay. But then I listen to Jordan Syed over here, and he's like, keto's evil, it's stupid, you want to eat as many carbs as you can. Elon Muscular says the same thing. Now I'm doubting Coach Mo because of what he says and what this guy says. The truth is, any of their plans will get you results, but not if you're following 4 of them.
Yeah, stick with one.
I have been killing it with online game. I've been going on basically a new date every single night. But more importantly, my students have been killing it with online game as well. Dominating on Hinge, Bumble, Tinder, all of these platforms. How have they done it? How have I been doing it? With Online Game Decoded. This was formerly known as PST. We decided to clean up the image a little bit. So if you already got PST, you got OGD. And if you don't have Online Game Decoded yet, you need to sign up. A lot of information out there is just kind of telling you what you should do online. What we've done is we've taken it a whole nother step further. Inside Online Game Decoded, you're going to receive over 30 online game breakdowns showing unique openers. So many of you guys send awful openers. I even hear this from girls. Guys are terrible at opening. It's going to give you unique openers. It's going to show you how to stack your conversations in a way where you're always moving towards a final destination, because guys are just rambling on and on. You get a little friend, just having a little conversation. You got to move to the end finish line. Our conversations show you how to do that, ultimately how to close. Again, you're getting over 30 breakdowns as well as 6 modules, including a module on how to craft the perfect profile. Many of you are putting out a billboard for an offer that nobody wants to buy. Online game profiles are your billboard. This is your offer. What are you putting out to the world? And so many of you are getting it wrong. You're spending hours a day and getting no results. Online Game Decoded is going to get you those results. Head over to onlinegamedecoded.com. The link will be down below wherever you're listening to this. Now enjoy the rest of the episode. So I joke all the time and I say, like, stop watching other pickup content. I kind of mean it. I also do kind of mean it. Because if you watch somebody, if you like loyally follow, a lot of you loyally follow this podcast, which I thank you for. But then if you loyally follow another coach that has like massive different ideas than what I have, then sure, I understand the logical standpoint. Take ideas from all the different coaches at whatever. Or how about you fully buy into one coach, listen to them like you're fucking like the Bible, go all in on what they have to say, see if you get results. If you're truly following that coach and you're not getting results, give it a few months, keep doing shit, and then switch it up. Follow another coach and see if you get results, and then compare. It's like you kind of really should maybe just follow one person in any given arena, sort of. I don't know. Maybe with you, it's like fucking Smash Brothers or something. Like this one coach has, I don't know if like coaches in your area of Smash have like wildly different philosophies on the game.
There's a lot of different styles and approaches.
Right. And it's so if like you're paying this one guy and you're working with him, but then you were like watching vids from this other guy that's like, he's bullshit and this, you shouldn't think that. It's going to take away from the potential results and the optimism and the buy-in you have from this coach and this style.
And I think because experts are particular, because that's how they got to where they are.
Yeah.
They all have this like seemingly contradicting advice.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't. They're just very particular in their way of doing it.
Yeah.
So you want to learn how to do it the right way first, because that's what you don't know how to do from someone good, and learn it deep. So do it for a while and commit for a while. And then once you are done with that person, 3 months, 6, after a while of coaching, that's when you can dip down and be like, okay, like what worked, what didn't work.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, yeah, with that dancing monkey thing, it's like, I hate when I even see it talked about. Well, you don't want to come off as the dancing monkey. None of you are coming off like the dancing monkey. You're coming off as quiet and shy. So try to be the fucking dancing monkey.
Yeah. Ironically, I think you of all people are probably more a dancing monkey than everybody I've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
You of all people, the guy who gets the most results.
Yeah, well, and I mean, even it's like such a negative connotation, like, even that, it's like the dancing monkey. It's like, imagine what that really is, like a fucking like, whoa, no, look at me. But it is like, bro, you got to command attention. The same thing goes for, this is why Tai Lopez got famous. Tai Lopez got famous because of one fucking video that commanded attention better than every other internet marketer of that time. Life is about commanding attention from people. If you go out to the club and nobody notices you, nobody's paying attention to you, you're going into sets, you're not commanding attention. I go in loud, I fucking dominate the frame of the group, of fucking whatever. I'm talking to everybody. I'm not shying away from this group of people. I feel like when I was younger, I would like shy away. I was like more afraid of like dudes beating me up or something in set. And then I've gotten into so many altercations and I'm on a bunch of steroids, so I'm not concerned anymore. But it's like, I'm going to go in and dominate an entire like situation, right? And so, yeah, I'm going to dance around. I'm going to be fucking crazy and wild. And then when this girl is just like, oh my God, like, whatever. Now I'm going to fucking pull over here and be like, so what are you guys doing the rest of the night? Like, what's up? And now I'm going to start getting physical and fucking oscillate. People aren't oscillating enough. So oscillate more. Watch movies. Sound like people in movies. Watch my infields. If you want to access currently like 50, Thrive Day Game, Engage, everything. EvolutionailyMastermind.com. You can try it all for $7. And then if you're like, oh, this isn't worth it, you just cancel your subscription. It's fine. It's a subscription model, or you can upgrade to the lifetime membership. But dude, I mean, the fucking mastermind is so lit. It's like my greatest creation. I love the mastermind. It is just, it's so fun and funny. We're just in there all day. People just posting, this date last night, this fucking bitch, this girl said, she texted me, she said, nice meeting you. And I thought we had a fucking, we're all just like in there helping each other, doing group calls every week. Everyone's getting support. This like brand new member, he just made a long post in there, and I'm going to do a full on video response to him. I do that often. If you ever have a burning question and you're like, how could I get Aaron to answer it? Well, you could either give me $100,000 to take the 100K program, which we are going to be launching that soon. If you have $100,000 and you want a guaranteed wife in the next 365 days, hit me up. We've got a 100K program. It'll cost you $100,000, $50K in gold, $50K in Ethereum, and I'll get you a wife in the next 365 days. So you guys can contact me if you're interested in that. Just DM me or something and say 100K, and I'll hook you guys up.
Wife in all caps.
Yeah.
Say wife.
Hit me up, wife in all caps. Yeah. So let's talk about some life stuff. So one, we're moving. That's good.
Yeah.
Do you care? You probably don't really feel much about that. What are your thoughts?
So
my mom was like, is Hunter excited? I'm like, I don't think he cares.
It's not that I don't care. I wouldn't say I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
I would say I think it's interesting. Every time I know that there's a shift coming, like a big shift in life, I just get excited for like, oh, this is gonna mean new thoughts.
Oh,
like,
cool.
This is gonna mean new revelations for Smash or rap or whatever I'm doing. Like I am excited, not necessarily the house, but what it represents, because I know when things change in your life, like things are inevitably going to change in the areas of your life.
That's true.
So I'm just kind of pumped about but like you blow me away with like new shit all the time. So sometimes I feel like I'm on the rope sled on the back of like the car.
Yeah.
Like just getting swung as you swerve around.
Because this was about like a 24-hour thing where I came to you and I was like, look at this apartment. This is the one.
But
I want it. And then I text you next day like, hey, sign the lease. I already moved it. Like, well, let's go.
That too. But even I lived with my mom and grandfather for 28 years. And then the next 2 years after that, I toured all around the U.S. I'm going to boot camp after boot camp. I'm traveling to Miami, to L.A., to New York with you. We're moving 3 different times.
Yeah.
All this different crazy stuff. I mean, every week it feels like you're just like, oh, here's this new thing you're going to start doing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like...
I'm manic. I need to be locked away. I'm not okay.
But, like, when you say, like, are you excited about the new house?
Yeah.
This 2 years has been just so many new things that I'm just like...
it's
sure.
shocking.
Yeah.
I for one am very excited. I'm very excited. And yeah, I mean, I wasn't even saying it in a negative way, where like I want you to be excited. There's nothing really for you that I would say like there is to be that excited about. I don't know if you feel the same way about this place. Our current place is very fancy. It just looks really cool.
It's nice.
That's it though. That's it. It just looks amazing. Other than that, this place sucks. Nobody in this building is trying to get fucked. Nobody. Every time I meet a girl, they have a fucking husband. There's no energy over here. We were over on campus with bad bitches walking around constantly.
Yeah.
Hot. I would run off my porch and do approaches. I've like fucked girls that way. Or I even I fucking made a whole field report about this in the mastermind. Like this girl I was hooking up with for a little bit that I just like walked up into their fucking thing because they're having a party on the porch. It was like during COVID, and I'm like, can I come up? Whatever. It's just like we're not around that anymore.
No.
It's lame.
You've complained to me. Aaron's come to me a lot and said like, "There's no like, everyone's just couples around here."
Yeah, there's only one hot girl that we get to look at, and it's been winter, so she's wearing a coat every time she's walking her dog now. In the summer, it's nice. We get to look at her, but even she has some cuck fucking boyfriend, probably closeted gay. I have no idea. Looks like it. I've seen him a couple times. So there's that, and then also. It's like, yeah, we have a rooftop, but it's not like you got to walk through the whole building, take an elevator. It's not like a porch.
It's not that cool.
It's not that cool up there. And the courtyard's not that cool. The courtyard's weird because I always have to talk to fucking, these fucking people over here.
You don't want to name names on here.
Well,
and then
on
have
the
them...
screen, I don't know how much they can hear through the window. I don't want to. He looks over. Hey.
You always are nice to me.
Yeah, like I got to fucking talk to anybody in this goddamn courtyard. We don't have a porch. We don't have a yard. We're moving into a house with a porch, which I've always had a porch. Not having a porch has been traumatizing for me.
Really?
We have a front porch. We have a fenced-in backyard. So you guys are going to be getting a lot of podcasts from the backyard, which I'm sure you guys are stoked about. Like, yeah.
Whoa.
Backyard fucking podcast. So you guys are going to get podcasts from the backyard. We have a basement to store shit. We have to store a lot of shit just kind of like in the house.
Yeah.
Now it's like we can take these items that serve no purpose, like the wine cart, which I am keeping for sentimental purposes, but it can go in the basement temporarily.
Yeah.
Or maybe it will serve a purpose over there now. Who knows?
I feel like there's been a lot of little things since we came here that you've not like complained about, but they irked you. And then now, like, the house is kind of just relinquishing all those different things that were kind of irking you about this place.
100%.
Like a bunch of stuff, a lot of little things.
A
So
lot
I have
of
heard
little
from you a lot that there's been a lot of little things.
It's just not, other than looking amazing and girls being like, wow, oh my God, like, who gives a fuck? I fucked in that shithole. I've fucked in shitholes my whole life.
The way you work, too. Like the way you work, like if I come out into the kitchen while you're working, because it's one room.
Yes, it's had a serious impact on my mental health.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm
sorry, man.
But it is weird. It is weird. Yeah. Like, yeah, it's just weird being in the same. Now we're gonna fucking be able to be in it's a normal house, so someone can be in the living room. And there's a whole nother room separating, and then a kitchen. It's a normal fucking house with a little hallway, couple bathrooms, bathroom downstairs, bathroom upstairs. It's a normal house. That's what I want is a normal house. And here's what, this is just amazing. It's amazing. I'm going to save $600 a month on rent. And the only reason I bring that up is because normally when you skyrocket your lifestyle, in your opinion, it costs more. Right. It's like, yeah, and I got to spend a lot more, but it's going to be great because da-da-da. No, I'm saving $600 a month and moving way closer to the best bars. So everything we just talked about and the logistics and $600 cheaper. It's insanity.
And you'll see hot women walking by the house.
Yes.
That you can bring into your living room.
Yes. And yeah, and I'm not going to say the name of it, but we're right across from... Like I have another, like, my surprise spot I have here in the building, the bar. Yes. There's another one now right across. And it's even cooler and more popular. Like people talk about it a lot. Whoa. So now when I say even like, we should go here, they might be like, oh my God, I love that place. Or, oh, I've always wanted to go. Even that's a little bit of clout. It's just 20 times better. I'm so excited.
It's amazing, man. I'm excited too.
Yeah.
Probably not to the degree that you're excited, but
yeah.
I mean, it's all. I welcome change.
We gotta get you. You gotta start fucking this summer. You gotta go out.
I don't mind doing that.
You gotta do night game this summer.
I have fallen off a game ever since the COVID. Really.
It's hard. It's hard, man. I mean, and I was still killing it, like going out at night and shit during the whole summer and everything. But then, even in Columbus, non-COVID. The winter slows down a bit. It slows down a bit. You can still go out, you can still do things, but it already slows down. Now with this, it's just like I've just seen people posting stories on a Friday and Saturday night out at like Standard and these different bars, and they're dead and they're like complaining on the story. I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like, I'm cleaning up online. I've got a fucking harem. I'm traveling like crazy. I'm about to be in Texas for like fucking, I don't even know how long. I don't know how long I'm gonna stay there, by the way. I have no clue.
Wow.
You might have like a month here. I might drive to California. I'm thinking about it.
Well,
yeah.
There was I'm just thinking of it now. There was because you are cleaning up during COVID, but there was like a period, probably because you weren't really that in an online game at the time. There was like a month-ish area where it was like you were not getting as many results as you wanted to at all because of COVID and everything.
Yeah.
And you were doing online and you were just getting pissed. Like you would just rant to me like, I fucking hate online game.
Hate
and like
it.
This one fucking flaked, and it's like I would totally pick you up if I was in front of you.
Yeah.
Like you were just, it was funny to see you like adjusting.
And I do hate it. I do hate it. I mean, These girls just get hounded down by so many desperate dudes that do not have the skill or the fucking balls to meet them in person. So you go to the bar, you have to get lucky enough. Think about this. The hottest girls at the bar, right? Okay, and I'll just bring up even a girl that I know for a fact I would have never in a billion years slept with from online game. The girl that ended up having the baby, right? That one. Love of my life. Top 3. Just, I don't even want to say top 3. She's just the most beautiful creature I've ever seen in my life. Love of my life. I actually texted her the other day and I told her I think she's the only girl I've ever truly loved.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I was like trying to like get her to fucking be mine forever and all this stuff, but I think I could commit to her. I think I could. I think of any girl, she's the one that I could be monogamous with, I would say. But anyways, totally love of my life. That girl's I'm not getting a date with her from Bumble.
She wouldn't have saw you on the platform and it wouldn't have worked.
I probably wouldn't have even gotten seen by her. Like, she's so hot that the guys that she's going to get shown and be seen by and everything are going to be these like Abercrombie model-esque. It's going to be cream of the crop fucking guys on there. But yet, here comes me. I think I still had man boobs at the time. I did. I didn't even have my surgery yet. I had man boobs. And I fucking wisp her off her goddamn feet. I make fun of her because the last 4 digits of her phone are 1337. And I was like, that's a fake fuck. Do you know what that is?
The wheat thing?
Leet. Yeah. 1337. And I go, I'm like, come on. You're giving me this fake ass number. She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, you're giving me Leet? And she has no idea. And it's fun. It's playful. We're like dancing a little bit. And then she loses her wallet. And I keep sticking around because I'm like, oh, I'm clearly the prime suspect here of the missing wallet. I'm the guy that's now been hanging with her and her friends, whatever. We fall in love that night and then fall in love many times over. And it was in person. Seduction happens in person. Imagine Leonardo DiCaprio in Catch Me If You Can. If instead of meeting all these women in person, he's just like sitting there like, swiping. And then he like checks his Apple Watch. Like, it's pathetic, man. Online game is gay.
I think
if you fuck girls from online game, you're gay, basically.
I think saying seduction happens in person is an underrated quote.
Yeah, seduction happens in person. Dude, you told me when we got back from the Miami summit that you were going to start making quote photos for me.
I'm sorry. I do a lot of things for you.
Not enough. Not enough.
When he says quote photos, by the way, he wants something that he said to be printed and framed and then put on the wall. That's what he's asking me to do.
No. For Instagram.
Oh.
I still do want that email printed up, that hate email I want that printed up on the fucking wall while I'm gone.
For motivation.
I'm texting you things to do this weekend. No, I'm kidding. But what was that quote? Seduction happens in person.
Yeah.
What's going on, man? I know that you're enjoying this episode of the Evolution Daily podcast. I would like to personally invite you into the Evolution Daily Secret Mastermind. Now, this is my inner circle. This is our tribe. This is our squad. What you get when you sign up for the Evolution Daily Mastermind today is you get access to our weekly group coaching call. I am present on all of these calls. You get your questions answered. I give a sermon. Other guys on this call are dishing out amazing advice. And what we've created here is a community that so many men need. You right now, you're into game. You want to start a business. You want to get jacked, but you're not surrounded by people that are helping you along that journey. Come get help on that journey. We have the most active and incredible secret Facebook group on the entire internet. There are guys in this group. The guys that have flocked to the mastermind are guys that are out taking action. They're winning at life. They post exclusive content. I post exclusive content daily. There is so much for you here in the secret mastermind. Click down below and you'll be able to find out more details and you can sign up. We offer a monthly program and then we offer a one-time lifetime membership to the mastermind. Seduction happens in person. But Aaron, what about online game decoded? Fuck online game decoded. No, here's the reality. The reality is that online game is a phenomenal lead funnel that can happen in the background. While you're out gaming, while you're out whatever, algorithms are working. You can pay money to do boosts. Boosts are phenomenal. Like, I've gotten a lot of results from hitting a boost on Tinder. It's good shit. Online game works. I've gotten laid a bunch from online game recently. It works, but it's not fun. I don't have fun. If I'm not getting laid, I don't look at it and think, wow, that's swiping today. This messaging has been great. But if I go out and I don't get laid, I'm on fire. I'm sharp. I'm excited. Or I'm down, but it's growth. It's like, it's a thing. You learn. You get better. You become a better fucking man. I want to bring back the religion of game. And I want to die on this hill. I want to bring back the cold approach in a way that it's never been done before. What were you going to say?
You said to me, we came back from Medellin, Colombia after the month of being there. Mm-hmm. And you said, like, I love how easy it is to get laid there, but, like, the chase isn't there. The chase of the game, the thrill of the game is not there. It's too easy. And I was like, are you out of your mind? But like, then I'm like, no, you're a lover of the game. And you love the game. And
super controversial statement here. Very controversial. Borderline racist. Probably going to get me pulled. Look, it's great. They're hot. They want to fuck you. But there is something that they're poor. They're
you're right.
Starving people. They are living in a third world. Many of them are single mothers. It's so common. Like every girl down there pretty much is like a single mom because she fucked some guy. He didn't have any money or anything. Like there's no child support systems probably down there. There's nothing. These are like starving people practically, barely getting by. You are a gringo god that they envision could like take them out of poverty and shit. So if you're not going to do that, if you're not going to take them out of poverty, then it's just like there's this big part of you also that's just like, it just feels too easy. Everything about it. And you kind of know why they're with you. I like hot white women and I like hot Asian women. I like hot Americans.
Yeah.
And like I want Norwegian girls. I really want to go to Norway.
But that feeling of like they're only there because they're trying to get out of poverty.
Well, and they
isn't there.
Yeah, and they do still like you. I mean, you know, like my main girl down there, she is actually not this situation at all. They have money, at least a decent amount. She's like educated. She's great. She's awesome. She's going to be something one day. But there's just something about the country in and of itself, too. It just smells like gasoline all the time. It is not a good place to live. I mean, more power to like, you know, T1000's living down there. He enjoys it. And Jason really enjoyed it. Aaron is going to go live down there for a while. More power to them. I just love America. I don't want to live somewhere where there's lepers crawling on the street, swiping your fucking car with their bloody nails, trying to get a fucking dollar. And then you just walk down the street and you're like, hola, ¿cómo estás? And the girls are like, hola, gringo. Oh, ¿qué haces? It's just not fun. I want a girl that's hard to get. And maybe that's my own trauma. Maybe that's trauma as a child. I don't know what it is.
You've said I've said this to you. I've said I feel like you embody more than anybody I've ever met, or encapsulate more the spirit of game.
Ah, good. Yes.
I feel like you really embody like the spirit of what game's supposed to be. Just with the life energy, the idea that like things are always moving, the idea that like I want things to move. Most men are trying to like slow down or die. You're not trying to die. You're trying to be alive. You're trying to have things move. And like game is not a place to go die. Game is a place to have things be moving and like enjoy life. And
I think when Persephone and I had our disturbing break away from each other, I think I wanted to die around then. And so I think I started leaning towards things that meant death, you know, like maybe drinking a little too much, even just all these thoughts of marriage and like just trying to like find safety and comfort in a time where I wanted to die. That was a brutal month, man.
Damn. I'm
still not totally over it. The tremors, the pain of bad breakups. There's a quote that it's from a band called The Spill Canvas, and they have a song called The Tide. And the quote says, I don't understand how everyone goes on living when true love ends. And bad breakups are horrific. It's the worst thing you can ever experience. Teal Swan says it. Breakups are a death. It is literally a fucking death. I mean, it's crazy. This is why, dude, this is why you should like not even have a girlfriend until way after 25. Don't even have a girlfriend, because some of the shit that you could, you know what? Don't get a girlfriend until you're 30. What are you going to do? What's the point? Like, dude, of all the little traumas you could have, a girl rejecting you, like a little car crash, like all these things in your life that could traumatize you a little bit, those are all like ones, and a breakup is a 10 or a breakup is a 100.
Wow.
They're so traumatizing that you probably want to rack up as few breakups as possible in your life to maintain happiness. Because even if you're the one that did it, now you have the weight of like hurting this other person. And that's, dude, I wish to God that I was the one that always got broken up with or got it like ended with. I could live with that.
So for you, you're thinking about her. You're thinking about the girl, like her perspective, like, oh man, now like I have to live with the idea that I hurt someone.
Some of the worst ones are like the ones where I ended it and I felt really terrible about it.
Wow.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially the big one. She's not a big girl, but like the big relationship. And then even the one with Persephone, that was rough.
You know what
and
we
then
should
the girl with
definitely-
the baby. Can I get all of these girls on here?
All of them at once?
I just want to love and be loved. That's all I want, man.
I love you, boss.
Oh,
Don't you love me?
God, get out of here.
Boss.
Jesus. You see what I have to fucking put up with around here? Jesus Christ.
Well, because you're going somewhere tomorrow.
Ugh. Now I have to be alone with these thoughts. I don't think I can do it, man. I don't think I can go.
How hard is it?
It's not that hard.
Why don't we, for anyone who's not clued in and doesn't know yet,
If you're not in the mastermind, then fuck you, turn this off. If you're not clued in, it means you're not in the mastermind. And if you're not in the mastermind, I don't respect you.
okay.
I can't look at you and think that's a man. Because what I think that's a scared little boy who doesn't have $7.
Oh my God.
EvolutionailyMastermind.com. You fucking fiend.
Okay, so for those who don't know, Aaron is going to a cabin in the woods for the next few days to be alone with his thoughts. He is heavily addicted to his phone. He's even on it right now. If you're watching the video version of the podcast,
I wasn't even doing that ironically. I actually really got on the phone.
he's heavily addicted to his phone. He needs to detox his brain. He needs to be alone with his thoughts. He needs to have not distracting assistants running around him asking questions.
Alpha Chad's a great assistant. You're a great assistant.
Thank you,
man.
man.
I really appreciate all of your
appreciate that.
help. If I ever seem irritated by you, it's not you. It's whoever would be here. It's just when I need my space. And, I want you to... The problems are all going to be solved once we move to the new place.
Okay.
We'll have our own space.
That's really
more.
That's a big one too.
I just need my space a little bit. And it's hard for both of us. Whether I'm the one cooking and you're fucking coming in and out or vice versa, this is a weird setup. It looked cool. It's like, whoa, it's all like one giant room. It's weird.
Can I say like the first name of someone in the group?
Depending on who it is. What's the letter?
B.
Sure.
So Brad had asked, he had said from the group, he had said like, I want to hear like a whole podcast on like your and Hunter's friendship.
Yeah.
I want to hear about your guys' friendship.
Yeah.
Can you speak on the matter?
Yeah, I think I'm better friends with people when I don't have to see them all the time. I like people that I don't have to see. Who's my best friend in the world right now? Stephen Accord. Why? Because I haven't seen him in like 2 years. So he's my best friend. Who's second? Sam Medlin. Why? Because I haven't seen him in months and months. Trey's up there because I haven't seen him in like a year. You, I see you right now. No, I'm just kidding. No, I think we have a good balance of friendship and work, and I feel like we do have a really good balance. But yeah, I do just, again, it has nothing to do with you. It is just like this room is just it's just weird. Whether I'm trying to make like a big ass meal or you are, and then like we're just in this room.
Yeah,
it's gonna be so great when like the old house.
Yeah.
Even with 5 people, I felt like I had more privacy.
Yeah.
Yeah. The kitchen, the third room, the second room, then a curtain between and a hallway in there. Like everyone would kind of be in a room. On that first floor, there was kind of 4 rooms. Then even take into account the basement, which we would like film down there sometimes. And Sometimes I'd be like, I had the treadmill down there, or I'd be doing my fucking little workout. Then the front porch. It's kind of like 5 spaces on the first floor alone. Then all of our rooms, also separated by multiple levels, and a backyard and a porch. It's just this place. I feel kind of trapped in here. So, yeah, that's about it. So look, guys, if you look up Evolution Daily Depression, long before this, what's this documentary called? This really big one. It's like all about social media addiction and shit.
Oh, man. I don't know.
You guys will know it. The Social Dilemma.
That one.
So long before The Social Dilemma, I've been talking about what they talked about in that documentary. If you type in Evolution Daily Depression, you'll find this epic video I made out in like the wilderness, and I talk all about like breaking free from the phone, going on phone breaks. And I've always been very good about it. But since the election, where it was just every day new news, and I'm obsessed with, I wanted somebody to win more than I wanted somebody else to win. Currently, though, all loyalties be to President Kamala Harris and Vice President Joe Biden. I support the CCP. I support the Democratic Party, AOC, Bernie, all of you guys. But it was just new news every day. There'd be a big drop. It was like Trump said this, and it was the best. I didn't watch shows anymore. I didn't watch anything. All I could do was listen to podcasts and listen to political content because it was fun. It was like the most fun period of my life.
Wow.
It was amazing. And then you know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about what January 6th meant to me, which is the day they stormed the Capitol. Because something else happened on that day. And these bitches, ugh. So look, ever since the election, I've just gotten so addicted to my phone. And I used to be also huge on no phone for the first hour of the day. I was huge on that. I did that religiously for a long time. Since my first time in Colombia, I started doing that. And then I had to wake up and check Twitter immediately. And you guys don't understand how bad it is for you to get on your phone right away. And you all do it. Right now, you're listening to this. You fucking wake up, you reach over, you grab it, and you fucking start looking at your phone right away. You don't understand. There's science behind it. It's not just like a self-development thing. Like, you probably shouldn't do that because you should be focused on your bigger goals. There's science behind the brain waves that are activated the moment that you wake up. And then the brain waves that are activated when your brain says, oh, hey, we don't have to go into full power mode anymore because now all we're doing is consuming content. So let's actually shut it down a bit. This is like the layman's way of for them to understand it. So you wake up like actually kind of like ready to problem solve, ready to do critical thinking, ready to like take assessment of your surroundings in your area. And then spectator mode, basically half asleep again, Instagram. Now you get horny. Now you jerk off. I know a lot of you. Look, I've had so many guys in the mentorship over the time. They've all like ended up telling me like, yeah, jerk off every morning. Nobody should be jerking off every morning. I do it sometimes. I do it every once in a while, but it's not good.
If I jerk off in the morning, I have a bad day.
It's just not a good way to start.
No.
What a bad way to start. And I'm not going to, we did actually just made, I haven't released it yet, but we just made, I'm not going to rant about like the ultimate morning routine because I just made a 30-minute video about it. We're going to put that out soon with the whiteboard and all that.
That's a great vid.
Yeah, it was good. I think we're going to redo it, actually. But Same exact concepts, but there was a few things I wish I would have said more in it as far as a preface, and then I wish I called it something a little different, but go ahead.
A couple cool things I could talk about with a morning routine and stuff like that, because I've been always really good with it, honestly, is, first of all, I feel the phone thing. Like, I feel it, and I don't go near it. I actually, like, have a sixth sense for, I don't even want this phone near me right now. Yeah. Like, even proximity. You know, what I'll do in the morning is the first thing I notice is my nose gets stuffy for me personally. So what I always end up doing is I try to have there's a great book. It's called Willpower, right? And in that book, what it says is the number one like way to see like who's like really in their like free will is breathing that's erratic, because your body creates steady breathing. But if you kind of like a little bit like that, different breaths. Yeah. If you were to watch a graph and it would just look like someone was consciously breathing. Okay. You're conscious. You're in your willpower.
Whoa.
So they said. So the best thing I know I need to do when I get up is I need to just do some weird breaths, like different timings. I just do it for like a minute, and I get my breath like I'm in control of my breath.
Hmm.
And that's like something that I'm in control of. And then now that I'm able to breathe, once my nose ain't stuffy anymore, usually I shower to get like some shit out. But then once I do that, now I can breathe. I can't even think until I can breathe.
Wow.
Because my brain ain't working at maximum capacity if my nose is stuffy, because I can't even do the breath thing.
Yeah.
And then I'll get water, so I'll drink water. I stay far away from the phone as much as I can. And then usually I try to get somewhere quiet, like I'll go outside or whatever, as fast as possible after I've showered and gotten ready. And then I start talking out loud. And what that does, I mean, it's not just about anything. Kittens. No. It's, it's like, okay, like what's the plan? You know what I mean? And this is all before the phone. This is all before anything. I mean, the better thing to do at night is to like journal what you're going to do the night before. If I could be doing that too. That'd be better. But like, I don't do that anymore. But yeah, like just what's the plan and getting into like plan mode and like, and then I'll try to make sure the first meal I eat is a good meal, good healthy meal. They have this thing that they talk about called stoking the fire, or the idea that the first meal of the day sets the tone for all the rest of the meals. So if you eat a really good healthy meal, you're going to have, it's very likely that you're going to have if you eat the first meal you eat is bad, that's just already setting a bad tone.
I can totally relate to that, yeah.
Stuff like that. And then also like the gray zone, like the idea that you're doing multiple things at once. Never, ever multitask. Your brain's not wired to do that. Do one thing at a time. If you're trying to do more, it's like, it's just resistance to wherever you're at. You have to like deal with one thing at a time. And that's the thing is like, nothing in life is actually hard if you actually break it down into steps.
Yeah.
Nothing should actually be hard. If anybody says this is hard, it's because it just isn't, you haven't like actually thought about how it's like what you need to do next. So always just do one thing at a time. Have your water, have your healthy meal. You can have little personal things like I have to shower. I know like you like tea and stuff. Well, that's more of a night thing. There's also, I could do a whole thing on night routine too. But just waking up, like breathing, like erratic breathing, and just get your energy up and don't put your phone in front of your face for sure.
Okay, bro. So right now you're at a spot in life where you need direction. You need guidance. You need coaching. I would like to tell you right now that I just reopened my 5-week mentorship program. Oftentimes I will close it for long periods of time because I get so many students on there that it's not really scalable for me to keep it open. But right now, if you're listening to this, then the 5-week Evolution Daily one-on-one mentorship with me is available. We're going to be attacking all areas of your life. We're going to be helping you to get into great shape, how to go out and meet women. I'm going to be holding you accountable, making you do approaches every single week. We're going to have you facing your fears, breaking down traumas, going from a guy that is currently stuck and doesn't know where to go to now being on an incredible direction forward and upward. Again, this is a 5-week mentorship one-on-one with me. You're going to be doing 5 one-hour calls with me, and we're going to be skyrocketing your life to the next level. This is all available over at evolutiondaily.com. You can go ahead and just click the link down below, and you will be able to access the mentorship. Sign up soon because this is going to close again very, very soon. I look forward to working with you on the mentorship. Yeah, it's so bad, man. And I don't think I still don't think I'm as bad as most people with the phone, but I'm bad for me, and I don't like that. So what we've kind of been getting to is just that I am tomorrow morning going to be leaving with no phone. So the phone's going off tonight. I'm drawing up maps today of exactly how to get to where I need to go.
Them?
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
Oh, okay.
I've already looked it up. It's only like a few steps. I was gonna print them, but it's really not that hard.
Okay.
There's one road that like I'm on for like 70 miles, and then I just have to write down the exit number, and then there's just a couple turns. I hit up the people and I said, hey, I'm coming with no phone. I need to make sure that like I'll be able to reach you guys when I get there. You'll be there, whatever kind of thing. So it's somebody's tiny home deep in the wilderness. And so you're good. Don't worry about it. So yeah, I'm going. If it's important, you can take it.
No, I'm just trying to turn my phone off.
Oh, okay. You could just do that switch over to the left. There you go.
Yeah, I'm all good.
Yeah. So I'm going out into this tiny home, for 2 days. It's a very small, it looks like a teepee, but it's like a little nicer. And then somebody said, Richard in the group, he was like, why don't you camp? Why don't you just do a tent? And I have no idea. This was another thing I just did so quick. Like I had it in my head, oh, I should do this soon. And then I'm on Airbnb. And I love to camp. I wish I would have done a camp. Like I have a 2-person tent. I love that tent. I don't know why I didn't camp, but whatever. I think this is going to go so well that I'll probably do it again in a couple months.
It'll probably be nice, though, to, like, have the little place where maybe you can sit down and write or read or, like, think about something.
Because it is going to rain on Monday.
Because doing it in a tent feels a lot less cool. And
oh, well, there is no space in here.
Okay.
I mean, it is just the bed.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's basically, but the cool thing about it is because it is a teepee with, like, roof material. Like whatever you call that, I forget what it's called. Shingles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then the one wall of it actually does extend, and then you hook it onto something. So even in the rain, I will now actually have like a little roof to be kind of sitting there, having some space or whatever. And yeah, I'm gonna be out there, dude. I'm getting nervous talking about it, man.
Are you really?
Yeah, I'm getting nervous. Like, dude, it is. I am getting nervous. I knew though leading up to it, I knew the resistance would come up. I know I have resistance to this. I told you this earlier because you asked me, why do you feel resistance? And I said, because it is logically in the complete, so ego lizard, it is in the complete opposite direction of all of my goals, dreams, aspirations, and desires.
Wow.
Right? There's no girls. There's no opportunities for money. There's no fucking, I can't hit the gym. Like, there's things to do. Yeah. I've been trying to work on this website, this fucking new sales funnel and whatever. But it is in my soul's desire to step away and to just be with my thoughts for 2 days. And look, there's people out there, probably nobody listening to this podcast, you deviants. People out there do these like 5-day Vispanasa fucking retreats or whatever. Even then, I feel like you're supported by everyone else doing it with you. I think that there's like human energy there with you. I think this is going to be really hard, but I'm looking forward to it.
I have a tip.
Okay.
This is a big tip.
Yeah.
If you bring one thing out there with you from me, like this is it.
Yeah.
Because I'll have like times where, I mean, we always joke I go out into the field, I go out into the parking lot. I always go somewhere out there to like go think for a while. It's like a thing I do. And when I do that, it's run the gamut of every type of experience out there. There's been times where I've been really productive. Then there's been times where I'm mad and I'm like kicking the ground. I'm kind of like thinking about shit. Then there's times, and they're more recent, where I can't wait to go out there because I have all this stuff to think about. And I get out there and I'm just in nature and I just shut up.
Yeah.
And I'm just like kind of getting mad even. Like, why am I not, like, I just forgot everything I was going to think about. And I start yawning and shit. And this is the tip, is when you notice yourself just like yawning a lot, like yawning's growth. I don't know if you know that, like Hattie had talked about this, like yawning is the universe expanding. Like you're expanding when you yawn. It's like you've done all this stuff, like maybe the first half of the day, you worked really hard, and then you got all these plans, these big aspirations what you're going to do the second half of the day. You feel a little weird, you want to go outside. You go outside and your brain shuts off and you start yawning. Like you're in the second half of the day now. Now you just yawn and wind down. You've already done the things you needed to do today. That was it. Yeah. Now you just like relax and like grow. And like the more you yawn, the more you're like, I did do a lot today. I've been doing a lot. And it just gets you into this reflective mindset. It's growth. It's really healthy. So if you notice yourself yawning, I don't know, maybe lean into that a little bit. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. I think you just get wrapped up in the daily life so much too that it is hard to see out of it. I was telling you, I had the call with the business coach yesterday, and he just helped me see. It's just like you just need outside perspective a lot of times. And I think that sometimes also, because actually this girl that was over here last night, she was like, you're fucking weird, because I'm telling her I'm going out in the woods alone for 2 days. And she's like, you're like a fucking doomsday prepper. She's radically left. The first time we fucked, she was like, you love this Antifa pussy, don't you? Like, oh my God.
For real. It's crazy. This bitch is nuts. I like her though. She's really cool. And we argue about politics. It's fun. But she's like, you're weird and all this shit. And I was explaining to her, I said, I'm like, you gotta like fucking step away from all influence to remember who you are and to find out who you are. You are influenced constantly. Like people don't recognize how much of what they think they want, who they think they are, the way they think they feel about things is just because it's bombarded they're bombarded. Their family, their fucking friends, the channel that YouTube recommends them.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know if you noticed about me, but I'm so fucking weird sometimes.
No way, really?
Well,
Tell me more.
Well, what I'm saying
just
is like
I'm messing with you.
I really live what you just said. That statement. You know what I mean? Like I'm just so much like you'll yell at me like get your thumb on pop culture.
No thumb on pop culture.
Because I'm such a growing up for me. The way it worked was if I listened to anybody's advice, it did not work for me. I was basically forced to have everything I ever knew be first-hand information. The first-hand information is you learned it yourself. Second-hand information is you learned it from someone else. Pretty much everything I know is first-hand. And I've refused for years to not listen to anybody. And I don't know if it's healthy. To a certain degree, it could be bad. But I've done it. I've balanced out.
Yeah.
But, like, the idea is, like, yeah, like, I feel personally like when I'm around people, I start to lose myself. And I feel it very easily. So a lot of times me even going out to like the field or out there just to be, to my own thoughts. I like having the place to myself too. That's nice too. But things like of that nature where I'm just by myself, I start to remember who I am.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, and I have had days where I am completely tormented mentally, like just a fucking like torment mentally. And I do like even just like 3 days ago, I think it was, I just left here and I just walked all through the short north. I walked to Goodale Park. I literally fucking got on some Eckhart Tolle shit and sat on a bench for like an hour.
That makes me laugh.
Sits on bench for 1 minute. I feel like fucking Eckhart Tolle out here. But yeah, I mean, I really did like no technology, no phone, no nothing for just like hours. And even bring a notebook, just nothing. And you feel it coming up, you feel it bubbling up here and there. Oh, I should be doing stuff. I should be like whatever. But then it did heal me. Yeah. Just the mere absence of stimulus healed me.
Yeah.
And so I think that was a great little 4-hour day of that. But now it's going to end up being a total of like 60 plus hours, dude. Of
you got
no phone, no screens, no nothing. I am bringing some technology, but it's nothing I can consume. It's only output technology. So I'm going to bring this because I'm thinking that while I'm in that state, I'll probably be able to bust out an amazing podcast. Yeah. So I'm bringing the camera, and also maybe I'll make some vids. Maybe there'll be some things that I just feel so clear on that need to get out there. And I feel like I will be very upset if I can't get them in video
I definitely
form.
feel like bringing a camera or something is fine.
Yeah.
Especially when you're out there
It's
reflecting.
not about that. It's about the consumption and the communication.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. What's that about? What's that face?
Dude, if I end up staying here, will you not tell anybody? And like if I post like, guys, I'm off to the woods, but I don't go, like I bail, will you keep it a secret?
Oh my God.
And then you hear me on the Wednesday night call, or like we even do a whole podcast together. And I'm like, dude, it was crazy. I was out there, almost got eaten by a bear. And meanwhile, you just like flash back to me over here, with, like a beer on my belly, and like I'm hitting.
I like the idea of I have a leaked video of you like eating pizza or something. Like instead of going,
get. How long have we done?
It's about an hour, 59 minutes.
59
an hour and 2 minutes.
59 minutes.
Or an hour and 2, sorry.
Yeah, I watched this new Alex Jones interview. That was pretty good. So we talked about a lot here. We talked about the move. We talked about oscillating.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a good podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that they enjoyed it. Yeah, guys, listen. So we're going to be doing a lot of, I'm going to be opening up more one-on-one coaching availability. So I had the mentorship closed off for a while. I'm ready to do that again. I want to mentor you guys. I'm actually not even ready. I'm going to barely plug anything right now because I'm not ready. I don't even think I've told you this, but like I've come up with a new mentorship program.
Really?
And it's genius. It's what the people want. It's what they need. So even without really discussing it, if you guys do want to apply for any coaching, evolutiondaily.com/coaching. And you'll just submit an application and then we'll reach out to you and we'll talk about the different options. But you can do a 12-week mentorship with me. You can do a one-on-one in-person boot camp. And then you can also do a hybrid of those two, which is really what the new program is kind of going to be about. Because I do truly, if somebody says to me, what do you think is the way to get somebody results, like the best results possible over time and the most growth, it's kind of a combination of these things. It's an in-person program, but then it's also stretching that out, possibly having multiple in-person sessions over this 12-week period where we're also working together each week. It's spanning out the program to a way where like I can feel confident as a coach and say, oh, I can get anybody fucking results. I can get anybody laid. I can help anybody get a girlfriend. I can help anybody, any man completely fucking transform into a king on this program. So I have to devise that program and then I have to offer that program, right?
Amazing.
So that's what I've been doing is devising that program. I've been working on it. And yeah, so if you guys are interested in getting a firsthand look at that and considering signing up for it, evolutiondaily.com, you can just click coaching, you can click whatever. The form is kind of all over now. So yeah, and we're getting a billboard up. Did you do billboard research?
Yes, I did.
Good. All right, guys. Sign up for some coaching over at evolutiondaily.com. I will help you get laid. I remember what it was like to be a fat, disgusting incel getting a prostitute off of Backpage while I was wasted and driving to a hotel over on 161, feeling catfished, her yelling at me saying that she's allergic to latex and I needed to hurry up.
Oh, fuck.
Her telling me, wow, I like never have anybody this young, making me feel terrible because it's clearly then like only old dudes that are fucking her. Hearing a kid playing in the other room. I mean, just terrible. I mean, just hearing toys and like fucking little 4-year-old or something. I mean, just an awful experience. So I remember what that life was like. And now I fuck bad bitches on the reg. And not only that, my results are completely irrelevant. I help guys fuck bad bitches on the reg. I had a guy lose virginity on the mentorship recently. I have a guy right now who is paralyzed, unable to do any cold approach for the last year and a half, but he's now averaging 5 a day, getting numbers, getting dates. These are all things that I'm able to help you guys work through. And we're bringing back cold approach hard and strong this spring and summer. The pandemic is over. It never was real, and now it's gone forever. See you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.